Hi all, today we're going to talk about the Mercenary, the NC's default carbine. It's really good. I don't have that many kills on it on this account, but I've used it a lot in the past, and it is just a very, very strong carbine. It's very good. It's a super easy carbine to learn, it's super easy to control, it performs really well if you can hit headshots. Like, it's just a really, really well-rounded carbine, and in my opinion, it's absolutely the best of the 4-starter carbines. I mean, you've got 600 RPM, which is low, but you've got 167 damage per bullet, which is really, really good, and it only drops to 125, meaning it's an 8-shot or a 4-shot headshot at range, which is super nice if you can hit headshots. Muzzle velocity is pretty good at 500 meters a second, reload speeds are fairly quick at 2.75 long, 1.8 short, 30 rounds to the mag, and pretty solid hip and aim accuracy stats as well. It's a really well-rounded carbine. It's a great starter. The recoil on it's very, very easy, it doesn't have much horizontal pull, it doesn't have much vertical pull either. It's super, super reliable. Like I said, I don't have that many kills on it overall, but it's a really, really great carbine. It's not a gun you need to use a lot to get a feel for just how solid it is. In the way of attachments, I'd highly recommend running a 1X, though you can push it with a 2 if you're feeling safe. In the barrel, if you're going to go for a hipfire build, run short barrel, otherwise flash suppressor is the default option. I'm not running it because I don't want to drop 100 certs on a flash suppressor, but it's totally fine. In your rail slot, go with grip or laser. Grip if you're playing ADS, laser if you're playing hipfire, obviously. I could see some value in the advanced forward grip, but I'd probably just go with the regular one. And I would go for soft point, because you'll get out to 15 meters of 167 range, which is huge for triple tapping if you're good. So here we are. It is currently 1 o'clock in the morning where I am, and we are going to go to Waterson's Redemption. Should be a pretty decent base to show off what the Mercenary is capable of. It's a very, very well-rounded gun. And honestly, no matter if you're a brand new player or a veteran, it's going to serve you well. It's very, very easy to use. It handles most targets fairly well. Of course, it does struggle fairly against Sunderers at the moment, but there's not really a whole lot you can do about that no matter what you're using. Hopefully I'll be able to actually get some kills and show you how the gun does, but I am a little rusty. I haven't been playing that much lately, so, you know, we just have to make sure that we can do pretty well, especially against the current Sunderers. Alas, we will do what we can to hopefully show off why this gun is good, and if we don't, then you just get to listen to me talk for a little bit. And, while it is a pretty awful substitute, it might help you give you an idea kind of what the gun is capable of doing. So, being a 167 damage primary with a low fire rate, it's not very forgiving for misses, especially if you're a new player, but it's safe, and with how easy to control it is, and how solid the hipfire accuracy is, it just works. It just works. It's a very reliable carbine to use no matter the situation. I really do think it is the best of the starters. Thanks to its super low recoil and high damage per magazine, and 167 damage model in general with low recoil, it is, I would argue it's the best of the 4 starters. It has pretty much the same damage output as a Track 5. However, it's just a bit more reliable thanks to having better recoil control. And it's just good. It's good at range because it only drops down to 125 and it's a high velocity for a carbine. It's good in close range because if you can headshot, it just shreds people with the 3-tap. And it's free. It's free. I really think it's the best of the starter carbines. In fact, I might be able to argue that it might be the best starter weapon in the game. Like, if I had to put a new player onto any gun, any of the starter guns in all of Planetside, the Mercenary is the gun I would put them on. It's a very, very competitive gun thanks to its damage output, and just all of its stats in general, so it's not like they're going to be given a shitty gun like if you're using the Solstice as a new player. And it's super easy to control, so even if you're new to shooters, apart from the catastrophic aim issues new players tend to have,
this is where you fall.
It's pretty good. It is very much exemplary of how NC just continues to get the best stuff in the game. It has always had the best stuff in the game. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. Very, very, very good carbine no matter what. Realistically, once this Waterson's fight dies, we'll probably end the video, but I'm enjoying showing the gun off a bit, so we're gonna keep going. So, I would say the main downside to the Mercenary, like all the other starter carbines, is its lack of a specialty. Against close-range guns, you're just gonna lose, even with the 3-tap 167. It doesn't have that much damage output. It is a 600 167 gun. It's still high, don't get me wrong. But you will lose out to more specialized guns in close range, and you will lose out to more specialized guns at long range. However, it's just really, really reliable. I mean, yes, if you take bad group engagements like I am, you'll lose. But, you know... Ah, damn. Dark Force is dead. Can't even drop me a beacon. It's good. I don't really know what else I can say. This is the problem with trying to review good guns. Because when you review a good gun, the problem is they're so good that you just can't really do anything. And I can't even spawn because Thunderbug means lol. Good luck pulling a harasser. Okay, the fight's dead. Well, in conclusion, Mercenary. Great starter weapon. Probably the best starter gun in the game. If you really like carbines, play NC. They just have the best carbines in the game. There's not a whole lot to say. It's a really great gun. It's well-rounded. It has easy recoil. It's just super easy to use in general. It's competitive because it's a 167 gun. It's just great. Just use the Mercenary. In fact, don't even play any other factions. If you want to play Light Assault, just play the Conglomerate.